Okay, so we got another dinosaur movie. Let's jump into it. Jurassic World Rebirth is directed by Gareth Edwards and written by David Coop, who was the original writer for the Jurassic Park movie. And it stars Scarlett Johansson and Zora Bennett, who leads a team of skilled operatives in the most dangerous place on Earth, an island research facility for the original Jurassic Park, on a mission to secure genetic material from dinosaurs whose DNA can provide life-saving benefits. As the top secret expedition becomes more and more risky and more sinister, new discoveries are made that were hidden from the world for decades. So right off the jump, I'm going to give my overall thoughts, right? I liked the movie, but I gotta say it was kind of disappointing. It really was. I was going into this expecting this grandiose Jurassic World rebirth, right? Like a new idea they got. And I was expecting something, new, right? Why they decide to do this, right? I know why they decided to do it, because this movie, this franchise, it prints money, right? Every Jurassic World movie that comes out makes $1 billion. And the movie's fine, it really is, but I have like just a few qualms with it that I don't want to go through. Okay, so Jurassic World Rebirth stars Scarlett Johansson as Zora Bennett, Mahershala Ali as Duncan Kincaid, and Jonathan Bailey as Dr. Henry. And I'm not too familiar with his work, but off the jump, they're all really good, right? Of course, Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali are gonna not turn in a bad performance, right? They're serviceable, right? They bring the A game, and they look good while they do it. But I gotta say, for me, the MVP is Gareth Edwards, and I'll get into him later in the video. But my negatives are the family subplot. When you see the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like they always have to have a kid in these situations. It's in the contract, right? They're obligated to put this kid in a movie to be in, I guess if kids are watching, they can see themselves in the kid. But still, it's like that whole subplot could have been taken out the movie, and we could have given time to other characters, other things in the movie, to make it better. I don't know why they do that. I really don't. Along with the family, I have a problem with the story. I just feel like nothing really happens. You have this action sequence, like an hour and 15 into the movie, and they're still doing nothing per se. You have that one sequence with the Mosasaurus, I believe, and a Spinosaurus that happens at the beginning. It's not really a spoiler per se, but it's like the first dinosaur off the jump, right? That was fine, but I don't know. I just feel like there was less dinosaur action and should have been less human action. You get what I'm saying? Temper your expectations, about that highly advertised dinosaur. I just want to tell you right off the jump, because they're not really in it all that much. I just thought you come back and do Jurassic World Rebirth. There was a reason for it besides the money. But it just, felt very mundane, very run-of-the-mill, very mid. I don't know how to explain it. Just nothing really happens for me in my opinion. Okay, like I was saying in the beginning, the MVP for me is Gareth Edwards. I love his directing style. And apparently they shot this in film as well, and I know he's a big fan of doing that. So that's awesome. But, the creator, I love that movie with Alfie and John David Washington. It's one of my favorite movies of the past 2 years. I love how, that's Gareth Edwards' directing style. Very fantastical, but also, honed in reality. Whether you look at movies like, Rogue One and The Creator, it feels grounded, but at the same time not. And you could tell that with that island, right? The island, it feels very alien-like, very out of this world, very outer-worldly, right? The Entech Island. And that's his directing style. The way he directs the landscapes, the vistas, the foliage, nature, even the way the dinosaurs look in comparison to the humans. Feels very fantastical, but grounded. So big props to Gareth Edwards, man. I wish he had a better script to work with, but his directing will forever just be, hit me right here in my feels. In addition to that, there wasn't any wider connections to Jurassic Park as a whole, right? I know Alan Grant was mentioned once in the movie, but nothing about biotech or what happened in Dominion or Fallen Kingdom. I love Fallen Kingdom, by the way. Nothing at Camp Cretaceous. Nothing really connected to the wider universe. I guess Rebirth was just a term for like a reboot, I guess, in a way, because it doesn't really broaden the horizon of the lore. It doesn't really change anything or, bring new ideas to the story. Like, what is the reason for us to have another Jurassic World besides the money? And of course, dinosaur action. You think people only come here to watch dinosaur action? That's probably what it is, right? That's probably why people like this, right? Who doesn't love dinosaurs? That's why this movie makes so much money. But yeah, I was just disappointed by it. I wish it could have been a good story along with the dinosaur action. So yeah, if you want to go to the movie theaters and go see some dinosaur action, you'll get that. And I think you'll have a good time with this movie. Now, I don't think it's worth the price of admission, but if you can get it for like a small, less than $10 deal on Tuesday or something, then I say go. But I don't really think it's worth the money to go see Jurassic World Rebirth. People love seeing dinosaur action, and I do as well. This movie probably will make $1 billion, so we'll probably get another one. But with everything in the lore, whether it's the park, the novels, world, Camp Cretaceous, I just feel like none of that was really utilized to create a story that was really necessary, right? And that's where it lies my problem with the movie. So yeah, thank you for watching me rant about a movie I did not like. Hopefully I'll see you again in another video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.